Well, we are in Agnel in Nueve Verna, which is a sprawling complex. They have lots and of facilities for students, right from studying to playing. And I am happy to have Father Agnel, who is the backbone behind providing facilities to youngsters. Father, it's a pleasure to have you here on DD Goa. Tell us about your initiative, the hockey initiative that you started as of now.
We have decided to have introduce hockey at the primary level, first and second standard. And the reason we have thought of having this, and I thought of having this, was because I felt hockey was not given its due, importance in today's generation, and especially here in Goa. Football is very popular, and I think cricket is creeping in. And basketball is kind of being neglected, but we do have basketball, and we've had a basketball culture here. We do have a football culture, and this year, in fact, our team has won the Suproto Under 17 title in Goa, and they went and represented Goa in Delhi. But hockey needed to give its importance, and I have loved hockey from the beginning.
Would you say because of infrastructure was it a little difficult to get youngsters play hockey? I mean, you need to have a stake. I mean, for all the players, unlike football, you just need one ball, and at least you can have 11 players, even if they don't have like shoes.
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, infrastructure is key, but I think the culture also is key. You go to Jharkhand and Orissa, they play with sticks made of bamboos. So, and they play on mud grounds. So, the culture, because it's their cultural sport. Whereas I agree with you, today's world, we need the whole infrastructure. We need proper grounds, proper equipment. And I think you're right. Hockey needs a few things more than just a ball. And I think, but also more than that, I think if somebody introduces it, and eventually that's what we want it to happen, that eventually it becomes a cultural thing, and everybody picks up a stick and and hits the ball in just the way we pick up a ball and kick it, because we are football players.
I'm really happy that, Father, you all are molding children when they are like very young, so that they get the proper style, whether it's in music, in sports, in whatever field they are. I think if they are young and you make sure that you inspire them, that's a wonderful way to go ahead. Before we go, is there anything else you'd like to say to our viewers?
Well, our plan is to catch them young. Hopefully, first standard they'll, second standard they'll learn something, and then they'll continue, and then they'll, by the time, in 5 years' time, you'll have an under 14 team for us, and these students then they'll play under 17, and hopefully then they'll move out to play, at a bigger league and a bigger age category, and play for nationals and international, and be able to play in the Olympics like Mervyn and Joaquim. And that's and not everybody is going to reach at that stage, but the basic thing is they enjoy the sport.
Today, our young bright stars from grades 1st and 2nd will begin their unforgettable journey on the field. This is where the magic of teamwork begins, where the love for sports sparks, and where every single cheer, every single moment will leave an indelible mark on our hearts.
We are honored to have in our midst a legend in the world of sports, and also a beacon of dedication, passion and achievement. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to introduce to you a man whose name is synonymous with excellence in the sport of hockey. A true icon, a national hero, and an inspiration to countless athletes. He is none other than Sir Mervyn Fernandis, Olympic gold medalist and Arjuna awardee. An extraordinary individual who has represented India on the grand stages of sport, gracing the Olympic Games not once but 3 times, leaving an incredible mark on the international arena. His legacy shines even brighter as an Olympic gold medalist in the 1980 Moscow Olympics, a testament to his unwavering commitment to the game.
The kids, you all are blessed that you all have father supporting you all not only in hockey but in other games too. But our idea is to encourage hockey because, if I may say so, Joaquim and me, correct me if I'm wrong, are the last Olympians in hockey. Yes. In Goa. So we want and we aspire that there will be more Olympians from here to take the name of Goa in a different way altogether. And I'm sure with the hard work of father it will be possible. I could never ever been able to represent India had the schools not supported me. We had a small bunch of guys, very few guys who played hockey. We went to the priest and we told them, Father, we're interested in playing inter-schools. They allowed us. And that is how some of us have done well. The Pillar Fathers have always supported sport and I wish them all the very best. We will try everything possible, Joaquim and me, for ensuring that we are here. Some player from Goa, from this particular young group representing the country someday, we hope and pray it will happen.
We are privileged to have with us a true legend of Indian sports. Someone who has not only brought glory to our nation, but has also contributed immensely to shaping the future of Indian hockey. He is none other than Sir Joaquim Carvalho, Olympian and Arjuna awardee. He represented India at the highest level, gracing the field in the Olympics, World Cup, Asian Games, Asia Cup and the Champions Trophy. A proud member of the World 11th and the Asian All-Star team, Joaquim has played over 200 matches for India, showcasing his unmatched skill and leadership on the international stage.
Later, Savio and me also caught up with Joaquim Carvalho, another renowned hockey player, an Olympian, an Arjuna awardee and former coach of the Indian hockey team.
Very special moment for us on DD Sports because we have India's hockey legend, 1984 Olympian. He's been not only a great hockey player but a coach as well, a national selector as well. You know, everything has come to him in his life. It's none other than Joaquim Carvalho, India's hockey legend, with us. Welcome to DD Sports, Joaquim, and along with me, Bambino here. So tell us, how is Goa treating you for a start?
Yeah, Goa treating me very well. No complaints. And being a Goan and having my roots, my origin from Goa, I thought of giving something back to Goa. And now that I'm free from my hectic hockey activities, and I found that there's plenty of hockey in Goa. It's not that there's no hockey, no talent. There's plenty of talent, but of course it has to be molded and worked on. And that is what we, myself and Mervyn, are trying to do. Go to visit schools, meet the headmasters, the principals, who have been very cooperative, and they have accepted our proposal. Most of the schools of having teaching and coaching these boys during the sports and PT period, instead of calling them after school hours. Because the moment you say after school hours, then all the trouble starts about tuitions, and parents cannot drop them or take them back home, and transport is another big issue in Goa. So I think coaching them during the school hours, during the PT period, 35 minutes or 40 minutes, whatever the period duration is, and intensity means intense training where you work on the basics. And like for instance, if you do a push pass 3 times a week, 40 times a day, 40 times in a day, in a one period. So that's 120 times in a week. So I think, if you calculate it into years, so why can't you have a good hockey player from Goa? And today, after seeing these young kids playing, there is talent. But you need to work on them, you need to mold them, you need to give them an opportunity to grow. They are not some machines or some, where you put them in a factory and you get immediate results. They are human beings.
You've seen hockey to its glorious days, maybe 30, 40 years back or more. Then we've seen a little trough. But now with you encouraging youngsters, take us through who or what inspired you to take up hockey in your younger days in school. Was it in school you watched somebody play hockey, or somebody triggered that hockey love?
You know, my parents, they were from Goa, and my elder siblings, they were also over here. They were born and bred over here, and then they all migrated. I would say they came to Bombay, and they did their schooling, their college, and everything in Bombay. I was born over there, and that's how I learned to play hockey. But I was living in town, that is Marine Lines, where there are not many schools that were playing hockey. But then when I when I shifted to Bandra, that's the home of Mumbai hockey. And just next to my house, there was a ground where in that particular area of ours, we had about 60 players, 60 boys playing hockey. So any time of the day, whether morning, afternoon, night, they should be on the ground. And my house was just touching the ground. So I should just jump over the wall and go there and start playing hockey. And of course, I was lucky that I got a chance to be in a school like St. Andrews and St. Stanislaus, which are, hockey powerhouses over there. And that's how I learned to play hockey there. It's not only playing in school, but after school hours also, along with the boys in the vicinity, the boys in the neighborhood. And that's how I developed love for hockey. And of course, I was a very good footballer and a good athlete. So in school in Bombay, you need to play all sport, whether hockey, football, or athletics. So these are the three main sports that they used to focus on.
To promote the game of hockey at the grassroots levels is exactly what the school hockey program was all about. In order to ensure that the school children had proper kits, the schools present were all distributed hockey kits. At the launch of the school hockey program at the Agnel Technical Education Complex in Verna, there was an exhibition match between the girls under 14 and the boys under 14. We now give you a few excerpts from the match.
We have the incredible honor of witnessing the energy, passion and skill of the under 14 girls as they face off in an exhibition hockey match between San Andre girls and Government High School Honda. These young players have poured their hearts into their training, and now they are ready to bring their best to the field. With every pass, every move and every goal, they will not just showcase their talent, they will demonstrate the true essence of teamwork and sportsmanship.